Hello, I'm Lou and welcome to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, I mainly do unboxings of art subscription boxes as well as art reviews on art materials. I do crafts as well, but for the most part I do unboxings. So for this week I'm going to do a review on an art material. I had a comment on one of my Instagram posts, specifically this one. This one was done a little while ago using the Artful colouring pencils, the oil-based colouring pencils. The comment suggested that I do a comparison to those pencils, and they suggested polychromos. Now, the Artful colouring pencils, if you're not familiar with Artful, they are a quarterly art subscription box, and each quarter they'll have a theme. So the most recent box was gouache, and the box before that was these colouring pencils. There's 36 in a set, and they are oil-based colouring pencils. And these two are what I created with these colouring pencils. I have videos on both of these, so you can go check that out in my playlist. But yeah, the person suggested that I do a comparison with polychromos. Now I looked at polychromos, they're not the cheapest brand, and I can't justify spending the money just to do a comparison. And I also looked at Prismacolor and Caran d'Ache. Again, you know, the high brands, they are going to be more expensive, so I needed a bit more of a true comparison to these colouring pencils. These are Artful's own brand, and I thought I'd do my research and see what I could find on the internet, and see what we could do a comparison with. So I actually came across this brand, Himi, Miya Himi. If you're familiar with Himi or Miya Himi, they're actually very well known for jelly gouache. So I've not seen them do pencils before, but if you're familiar with these jelly gouaches, which as you can see I've not used in a while, so they're very dried out, but they are still usable. So yeah, they're very well known for the jelly gouache, and I was really surprised to see that they actually had colouring pencils as well. These are very reasonable, and there may be a very good reason why, but they were $16.99 on Amazon, which is very cheap, and there is 48 colours, and they are oil based. So yeah, I wanted to do a bit of a comparison to these two colouring pencils. The Artful colouring pencils, they're actually priced at retail £45 for 36. So there is a bit of a difference in price, but as Himi is quite a well-known brand, I think so anyway, I wanted to give a true comparison with these colouring pencils. I've not seen them before. I haven't seen anyone else really do a review on them, and yeah, we're gonna just check these out. I'm gonna do a swatch of these colouring pencils, and then do an art piece using these colouring pencils, and then at the end of the video I'm gonna do my review of what I think these pencils are, like if they're really good or not, and see if they're comparable to the Artful colouring pencils. So I'll do the swatch and the art in time lapse, so please do enjoy that, and I will see you at the end of the video where I'll give you my review. Okay, so I've just swatched out the colouring pencils, and we've got a really nice vibrant array of colouring pencils. They're really vibrant, quite pigmented. They're quite smooth on. I deliberately picked like some paper that had a little bit of tooth to it, just to see how well it will work on the paper. And yeah, they actually work quite nicely. They're quite smooth to work with. They feel quite nice in the hand as well. On the ends of the pencils, I've got these patterns here. Let's just slide them over, and they are a little bit raised, so there's a little bit of grip, I guess, but it's probably the wrong part of the pencil to grip. But yeah, I like the fact that the ends of the pencils is the colour as well. It's quite nice. I like them. So I'm gonna just play around with these colouring pencils and actually do an art piece, and then I'll come in at the end and give my full review of how they work doing an art piece. I love the fact also, just quickly, they've included metallic. I wouldn't say it is very metallic, the colouring pencils. So we've got the little gold and silver, so it's not overly metallic, like shiny, but it's nice that they've included that in the set for highlights or whatnot. I'd love to also see how these work on black paper as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying these out. So I will come in at the end of the video and give you my full review on these colouring pencils. So enjoy the time lapse.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should have told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid. She didn't love you back, love you back. All she did was leave a hole in your chest. You didn't get that job, even though you really gave it your best. And now you're wondering what's the point of anything at all. But let me tell you what, that's just life putting you through the test. Before the dawn, it's always dark. Before the light, there is a tunnel. Before you run, you gotta stumble. Ooh. When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck, but you can't get out. Just remember, there will come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now, and remember that the only way is up from here. You say you're getting old, but what do you know about what's to come? 'Cause what the future holds, nobody knows till the race is all won. So if you're wondering what's the point of anything at all? It's to live your life, live it right now, 'cause you only get one. Before the dawn, it's always dark. Before the light, there is a tunnel. Before you run, you gotta stumble. Ooh. Your best kept secrets underground. Oh. Your hand on my chest, my heart beats for you. I keep my arms out and hold you like before. We can fly away from here. We can stay close, my dear. Swept up and away from all our fears. How are we supposed to know on our own? Together we can go slow. Why don't you leave it all to me? I know how hard it all can be. I'm here to hold your hand through this. Oh, oh. I'll be beside you all along. My love for you is so strong. We're right where we belong. Together we can go slow.
There comes a time when I won't belong on these streets, in these crowds, in this room, in your eyes, and you no longer know whether to stay or to go. You should take me or leave me, rusty and bleeding, or open on the floor. Well, hours will be hours. I'll slip right through your hand. Doesn't matter what you wish for, doesn't matter how intense. And all those shiny people you wanted to impress, well, they're all watching now, so walk out the door. I'm not gonna last, I'll tell you now. Whatever I am, just leave it now. I'm not gonna try to lie, 'cause here I am now. You said be careful what you're saying. Well, you're the one to talk. You never should have gone this far. I should have told you from the start. No point in playing along or reach for their respect. Can't you see there's nothing left to protect? I'm not gonna last, I'll tell you now. Whatever I am, just leave it now. I'm not gonna try to lie, 'cause here I am now.
Okay, so we've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse of me creating this butterfly. The image itself is from Pinterest. I will leave a link in the description below, but I deliberately chose an image that incorporated as much colour as possible, as I really wanted to use as many of these colouring pencils as possible. There's 48 in the set, and for the most part I did use most of them. The ones I didn't really use were the browns, the brown ones. But yeah, I really like how this one came out. The image has a blurred background, and I tried to incorporate the best I could. I don't think I've quite pulled it off, but my main focus was the butterfly and the flowers, so, and I think I have pulled that off. So yeah, I really love this piece, and the pencils themselves are really good. They're good value for money. You get 48 in the set. So as I said, I did use most of them. They blend relatively well. I did use the white colouring pencil mainly to help blend them, but it's not good for highlighting. I would say it's good for blending but not highlighting. It's very pigmented, these colours, but yeah, after a while it did struggle to blend, layer the colours over the top. Whereas the Artful ones, the colouring pencils, they did layer quite well, and the white colouring pencil in the Artful box you could actually use to highlight as well. But yeah, I think for $16.99, if you're trying out colouring pencils for the first time, or just art in general, and you just want to play around, they're actually really good. I think they're very good value for money. If you're going a bit more professional, then I probably wouldn't recommend these colouring pencils, but you can still pull off a good art piece with them, and that's the point of them, is to have a bit of fun and create some art. So yeah, I will leave a link in the description of these pencils from Amazon if you wanted to go and get your own set. But let me know what you think of my process and the colouring pencils. If you've actually got them yourselves, then let me know what your thoughts are on them. But please do give me a like, share and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.